All right, Kat's got a question. All right, this is gonna be a dope one. It's a big paragraph. It's a big paragraph. It's gotta be some juicy. It's gotta be some juicy. Let's see, Kat. What up, Kat? How do I be at peace with something unsolvable? Last year, I cleaned the home of a family member, halfway to hoarding type situation. Alright, so piles and buckets of unnecessary stuff. Fast forward to last month, they accused me of stealing items from their home. Well, that's something that. Fast forward to last month, they accused me of stealing items from their home. I didn't, and the stress of it has caused my anxiety and bipolar to go wild. Is BP that? Bipolar? Blood pressure, okay, sorry, blood pressure, okay, that goes together. Stress and blood pressure, definitely, okay. Okay. So first things first. You have somebody that is hoarding things and they're accusing you of stealing things. Of course this is gonna happen because they're very, very attached to every little thing over there. For whatever reason. It could be memories. It could be, it's mostly emotions and memories. Emotional memory connections. It's fear of letting go of something much bigger than those items. And when some things are missing, it's like a part of them is missing. And maybe that little thing has just been lost. Maybe it has just been lost. Maybe it's under the bed. I like to say a rhyme that goes, when you drop a circular thing on the ground, rest assured it will never be found. If you drop a grape on the ground and it rolls under your bed, it's in another dimension. Don't even try to get it. Don't even, no, forget about it immediately. Just be like, because the distance that round objects travel, the millisecond that they touch the ground is unbelievable, unexplainable, and unresolvable, like your situation. Except your situation is not unresolvable, but this is unexplainable. This cannot be helped. You can definitely be helped. So maybe she dropped a little ball and it's just missing, and it's causing such an emotional, like, it's causing her emotions or his emotions to be very volatile, very, when somebody is cozy in their junk, any little thing, like, it's much easier for you to be the one to be blamed for the emotional state of the person because maybe no one else visits. That's the second thing that I'm gonna go to. First one is that it's a hoarder person. Of course they're gonna be tied, very tied to their material blankets and junk around them, for lack of any better term, because it is mostly junk. The second thing is that it's much easier for you to be the cause than yeah. You become the scapegoat. This is what happens almost every time that I go home to visit my parents or to live with them for a while. I revert back to being the scapegoat that I was the entire life that I was living with them. And being the scapegoat basically means that anytime there's any issue in the family, it's because our son doesn't have a regular job. It's because I don't know, I'm a skinny, very tall guy. I'm traveling all over the place, all over the planet. I don't have a pension fund. I don't have health insurance. I eat completely different than the entirety of the country. I have no addictions. They are addicted to everything. So somehow I am to blame when they cannot communicate with each other, when they cannot resolve family issues, when there's anything wrong in the family, I'm somehow to blame. Just so they don't have to look at all their junk. And in their case, the junk is the addictions, the junk is the dysfunction, the unable to communicate, the emotional immaturity, the mental fog, the lack of movement, lack of exercise, no spiritual practice whatsoever, no passion in life. I mean, it's the best that they can do. Nobody's to blame. It's what they were, how they were raised. This is their cap. This is their capacity. It is the truth, though. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm just saying, I'm not gonna pile more onto them, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat and rosy colored glasses, any of that. So you gotta do all that as well. Because anytime, yeah, I forgot. I'm gonna go back now. Anytime you visit that person, there's a chance that something is gonna be piled on you. Because you are probably one of the rare people that ever go there. And tell me if I'm right. Because people who are so isolated and so dysfunctional, nobody wants to be around them. And then the few people or the one person that gives them any sliver of attention, you're gonna get all the stuff. You're gonna get everything. You're gonna get everything because they have nobody to talk to. Nobody's there to take the blunt force of all their emotions. Of course you're gonna get everything. Of course you're gonna get blamed because they don't actually have anyone else. They're not actually talking to anyone. I used to have relationships like this. Friendships, relationships, business, anything. Where I was basically the only person in that other person's life that has given them any space, any life energy whatsoever in their life. And they were treating me like, okay, look at that space over there. Let me get everything out now. And I thought I was doing them a service. I was not doing them a service. I was enabling them. So, yeah. Logical me knows this. Emotional me is furious. The stress of it has caused my anxiety and blood pressure to go wild. Yeah. Emotional me is furious. We're just gonna look at this sentence right here. Logical me knows this. Emotional me is furious. I'm gonna copy and paste this. Thank you for the compassion. Thank you for your bravery. So this here logical me knows this, emotional me is furious. This is growth. This is okay. The fact that you can see this, the fact that you can feel the difference between knowing something mentally, knowing everything that I just spoken about. Everything that I've spoken about is basically has reaffirmed everything you knew, but I spoke in different language and explained maybe some things, and now it's even more bolstered from a detached observer point of view. But only just the fact that you feel the difference between your observer high mind, mental, detached, higher self, even a therapist point of view, because what you're exhibiting are traits that therapists have, which is this distinction of different energies in the body, different ways of perceiving things in life, mental, emotional. One is more volatile, suited for these types of things. One is more this for this type of thing. Different energies, different habit energies, different ways of perceiving the world. The fact that you can see the detachment, this is growth. You're in the top 5% of humanity being able to just see this. Don't be mistaken, I'm not mistaken when I say top 5%. If you can recognize this in yourself, you're in the top 5% of humanity that is capable of introspection, differentiation between mental focus and emotional focus. Where am I making my decisions from? I can allow this. I realized that my emotions are causing me blood pressure, and this is because something I haven't done. Meaning you are stopped being reactive and you are started being proactive. This shows that you can take a pause. You're taking a big pause because your body, and that's the third thing, you basically got, you can distinguish your mental choice making, your emotional choice making, and your body instinct, primal choice making. And you're choosing to go with mostly the body primal choice making and a little bit of mental. And you're not choosing from the emotions. This is such growth. Hands down. Hands up, but actually hands down. And this goes out for everyone. Body is first. Body intelligence, form intelligence, vehicle intelligence is first. Mental should be a narrator of what the body is saying. And the body intelligence, instinct, intuition, survival, primal, archetypal, deep, wild, is not the same as emotions. Because survival, primal, instinct, intuition is spidey sense. My spidey sense is tingling. My blood pressure, my nervous system, my body is cringing. I'm disgusted because I feel something is unhealthy for me. This person is a life hazard, a life hazard. This is different from emotions. Emotions are sad, happy, joyful, jealous, on and on and on and on and on. Somebody can make you happy, feel happy emotions, but they're a life hazard for you. This is what most people deal with on a day-to-day basis, and that's called open spleen in human design system, the not self, the not authentic self-expression of a spleen center, which is survival center, intuition, instinct, is being in a situation, in a relationship, eating foods, doing things, environments, anything that you are choosing in life, because emotionally it makes you happy, survival based, it's killing you. That's what people do with addictions. It makes you happy for the 15 minutes that you're smoking the cigarette. Each one of those is robbing you of breath, creating mucus in the lungs, creating more addiction. Your nervous system's like this, and that goes for coffee, sugar drinks, energy drinks, salt, sugar, processed foods, a lot of foods that are not foods at all. Anything, medication, anything that is addictive, that you cannot say, for the sake of my survival, I'm not gonna enjoy this happy emotion for my 15 minutes. So you can already differentiate between I need to do, the fact that you're asking this question is that your blood pressure and stress is your body's instinct telling you that whatever is happening with this person needs to change. Either you need to change or they need to change, and based on the junk, it's gonna be you. And it's gonna be you moving, doing something, or staying there, but reframing your entire relationship when you're there, and reframing your entire self-talk in your mind and the way you deal with your self-care when you're not there. And this is what now we have accomplished. This is what I have now presented to you as an option. I've opened the door for you. You're the one that has to go through it. This is how I work with people. I'm not a savior of any kind. I'm not a carrier of anyone. I am here to show people all the possible doors and opportunities that they have in their life. And then it's all up to you. None of it is my responsibility. I am the person that sees things very clearly, very practically, very empowering. And I can show you the door. You guys are the ones that take what I present, package it however it suits you, with a nice bow, with a nice smile, and go through that door and make yourself a new life. Thank you for the donation, Kat. Thank you so much. These points make a lot of sense. I just couldn't understand why my body kept freaking out when I did nothing but help. Your body is freaking out because the whole situation is aging you. The whole situation is detrimental for your health. It's your body saying, eject. Eject, Kat. Pull the lever. Poof. Let's get out of this plane before it crashes. Your body's instinct are like, the plane is about to hit a mountain. The plane is about to hit a mountain. Eject. Boom. Eject. Eject. Boom. I better not throw the ball. It's gonna be gone. I need this. I need this for my feet, for my, for releasing the spine. If I just drop it now, I'm gonna have to buy a new one. Yeah, we can be here for a little while if anybody has any more questions. My voice box is really nicely juiced up. We got a lot of dope questions today. Thank you for this. Thank you for this. Drop a follow. Check out my live schedule. Come for lives. Check out my courses. Donations greatly appreciated. My name is I Create Lines. You can find me in the world by that name. You can also find my website in my bio on the profile. The bio is linked in the chat, in the card. Check out my audio courses. We got 4,000 people, students in the Human Design Basics. We got 2,000 students in the Intermediate. Others are like 500-600 each. We got Soul Retrieval if you want to get back your memories. We got Receive the Earth if you want to take a psychedelic trip without actually ingesting anything. We got Elemental Balancing for archetypal and elemental balancing in your life, emotions, body. And we also got Projector Specific Masterclass if you are a projector type in Human Design like I am. So, emotional mental health, stress, anxiety, depression, addictions for individuals, families, parenting, especially here for empaths, very sensitive people, individuals who are not accepted anywhere, bipolar people, ADHD, neurodivergence, and autistic spectrum, all these very disgusting names for things that are just never explained in the modern world. And I'm here to reframe all these into superpowers. So that was a nice rhyme right there.